You'd think that Xero Shoes had watched my reviews of both the Xero Mesa Trail 2 and the Xero Scrambler Mids and taken detailed notes, and then made a shoe based on my favorite aspects of both shoes and called it the Xero Scrambler Low. In this review, I'm going to tell you why I think this is one of the most versatile shoes on the market, running shoes on the market today. But first, I do need to disclose that Xero Shoes did send me these shoes free of charge in exchange for my honest opinion of them. And an honest opinion is precisely what you're getting. However, if you get some valuable insights from this review and want to pick up a pair for yourself, there is a referral link in the description of this video review on the Kinetic YouTube channel or on the screen somewhere if it's featured elsewhere. That's a great no-cost way for you to keep these reviews coming. Okay, on with the shoe show. Just as a basic overview of the Scrambler Low, this shoe is marketed as an ultralight running and hiking shoe with a breathable mesh upper and a Michelin-made rubber sole that is reminiscent of a mountain bike tire. It has all of the usual minimalist style attributes, including a flat zero-drop heel, a wide toe box, a flexible sole, and no awkward disengaging arch support. I will go ahead and say that these Michelin-soled Xero shoes, such as the Scrambler Mid and the Scrambler Low, while still way more flexible than the average athletic shoes, they feel a bit more rigid than many other minimalist-style shoes, especially in the heel. To me anyways, that is just my perception. However, because these shoes are meant to take on gravel and other aggressive terrains, I would argue that these are the level of protection that is probably what you want. Even the Tara Umara wear tire treads sandals thicker than these when running across the Copper Canyons for the sake of foot protection. And as someone who has experienced plantar plate strains from taking incredibly thin sandals onto gravel, these soles are kind of what I'm looking for to be able to continue to handle running on such terrain. And that's just what I did. I'll be honest, before the Scrambler Low hit my doorstep, I thought it would probably just be a Scrambler Mid with the ankle support hacked off. But no, I was pleasantly surprised. And yes, while you can certainly run in the Scrambler Mid if you wanted to, the Mid is essentially a boot. The toe caps and some of the upper material are more rigid, very much built for hiking aggressive terrain. The Scrambler Low, on the other hand, feels much more like a running shoe. I don't think it's actually wider, but because I think the upper mesh and supporting protective materials are a bit more breathable, that it makes it feel just the slightest bit wider than the Mid for me. And this is good, because my only real gripe with Xero, if you can call it that, is that I wish their shoes, their soles, were just the slightest bit wider. Not much, but just the tiniest little bit. But I understand that if they went that route, they would risk winding up with the clown shoe aesthetic that some barefoot-style shoes have. But my testing of the Scrambler Low has made me believe that if I were to head off on a multi-terrain ultramarathon tomorrow, these would be the shoes that I would lace up. I took them on everything from buttery road to gravel to grass to other aggressive terrain, on dry terrain, as well as in actively falling rain on slicker surfaces. The tread never slipped at all. And though the marketing says mountain bike tire, these feel almost more like car tires minus the weight. And despite that, the stack height of these is still low enough where you don't get that weird ground numbness that you would normally get with overly thick or cushioned soles. Despite having maximum protection against stones, I still felt like I knew where the road was, despite my glasses fogging up slightly and the gravel being slightly sporadic, which is usually just a recipe for disaster, but it wasn't this time. So like I said before, and as I thought while running in these during a summer rain downpour, if I were to run an ultramarathon anytime soon, especially one that required time on trails and roads, the Scrambler Low would be my go-to for all-around protection and performance. So, who are these for? I would say these are for the minimalist-style runners who are tired of banging their feet up on gravel trails. These eat gravel for breakfast. I ran on gravel with these in the pouring rain and was smiling the entire time. Well, I think that's going to do it for my review of the Scrambler Low ultralight running and hiking shoes from Xero Shoes. If you want to grab a pair of these for yourself, I've included an affiliate link for you. Your support is much appreciated. Personally, I would recommend buying these a half size smaller than your usual Xero shoes, as I feel that these run a little bit smaller. I buy most of my Xero trail running shoes a half size smaller, but hey, that's up to you. If you found this review helpful, consider giving the review a thumbs up in order to help other people find it as well. I've been Ken, and until next time, stay kinetic.